Get ready for Amon's War.
Lovely Diana, rain with magic, death elusive. Darkest dreams come true, kisses for you. Her arrows darken the sky, a flight of ravens flying through. Orphic harp, dark lord melody shining through. Death inducer, raining blood, bite your lip. Bellissima in the vampire dress, cracking leather whips. Rain with your magic. Hail Satan, spells of Lucifer. Hail Satan, Catherine of the wheel. Hail Satan, the lake of fire is clear. Sing the muse. Rain with magic, death elusive. Darkest dreams come true, kisses for you. Goat head soup, it's magic. You can have a giant rubber devil in a tight dress. Whiplash. Do androids dream of electric sheep? Mr. Sandman with the hot purple anointing cream. It knocks him out. The drugs weigh a ton. Snow blonde, do your makeup. Girl, be my private dancer. Hecate says I'm her main squeeze. Lucifer the light bearer. Myrtle of Venus.
Welcome back to Lady Babylon. This is another Renaissance portal. This is part 2, people. Only our focus is going to turn from one individual representative to an institution, a people who have let you down. Today, it's time to expose them, to take away their text, and to say, oh, God, the blood. Oh, the blood. Today, we go back to classics. You and I, Satanic Congregation, we've been here for a while. We've been here for a while taking on the various and sundry whom we encounter on the road. Now it's time for us to go to the great ivory tower. It's time for us to go to the top. It was not ours. It was not our choice. Do you understand? But we are called to do this. We are called to do this. So I am going to give you today Amon versus the Academy. Classics itself has received back its student, who is now the master. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for you to see this, Satanic Congregation. Oh, God. This is gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous. Chewy, let's jump right into it. Let's jump right into it. Call up Danny, please. Call up the Danny and take me to the 54th minute. I want you to hear something that was said. Oh, God. This is around our Christing people, right? Now, we watched Dr. Bart Ehrman of University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. We watched him incapacitated, unable to translate a line of Euripides with something that I would give an A to in one of my ancient Greek courses. Do you understand? Do you understand? Oh, God, this is Ronin extraordinary. People, seriously, just sit down in the dojo today. Sit down. Just sit down. And I want you to watch. I want you to watch what it is that the best of classics has to offer us. Oh, God. It's absolutely fantastic. It was nice to school Bart. It'll be nice to school the people of Harvard and Princeton. Fantastic. Did you get me to the 54th? Go ahead and share it with us, and I'll shut up.
Oh, unless the pharmacon. I don't know. I'd have to look at the whole context. Oh, that's why it said 516. This is the one place. It looks like it's saying this is the one place in the Phaedra that it's used, and the one place in Euripides that it's used. Whoa, that would be interesting. I don't think that the word Christos actually.
Anybody get the feeling this is the first time he's ventured into this territory? Right. He's talking about Christ. Do you understand? It's amazing. The level of performance of Bible scholars is amazing. All right, fantastic. Keep going.
It'd be worth looking up. I mean, if I had, my resources here, I could look it up. I'd be surprised if the word Christos, like what became the name Christ, occurs before the Hebrew Bible, the Septuagint, before it gets translated into the.
You'd be surprised if that happened.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if anybody uses the actual word Christos before the Septuagint. So I don't think Euripides was long before the Septuagint.
Do you see the confusion? We're going into it, people, just to set up. We're going to get to the real target in a second, but I want you to see just to come up, be revved up, warmed up, gotten ready to go. You know what I mean? You don't just jump in there and bam, right? You've got to be a little bit more artistic, right? Bring some of the subtle beauties of life, baby, in this process of this dance. This love dance. It's gorgeous. So I'm giving you Bob to warm you up. Do you understand? Go ahead, hit it, Chewy.
He was how much earlier than the Septuagint was he?
Well, he was 5th century BCE, and so he's about 3. It depends if the Septuagint was done around the year 200 BCE or then be about 300 years at least before.
Okay, doesn't this say that?
Oh my God, the ground that we're on is so shaky. It sounds like Danny knows more about the Bible than Dr. Bart Ehrman of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. Can you believe this? We're still not to the point today, people. I just want to warm you up, right? Just want to warm you up. Don't worry. You're going to see something big.
That he uses the word Christ?
No, it's using the word kreo, the verb.
The verb.
I think at least the passage we saw in the Phaedra, that's the verb. It's not the noun. Like I'll just tell you the short of it is that I think if you get any dictionary, if you ask anybody who does classics for a living, and you just ask them, does kreo not does it sometimes refer to drugs, but does it necessarily refer to drugs, or does it usually refer to drugs?
Okay.
They will all tell you the same thing.
No, I know. I talked to all of them. There's only one that tells me that it's drugs, and that's Amen.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
then
there is only one. There is only one. People, before I show you, I want you to know something. In life, you're going to have to stand for something. Don't let them sway you. Always stand with her. Always stand with the muse. We are guardians of her song, and it doesn't matter if the consensus is she's wrong. Do you understand? She is always right. Always right. What is a Christ? What is a Christ? What is a Christ? A Christ is a drug. Do any of you classicists out there, right? Danny Jones said he asked you, and you classicists, now notice, they are nameless classicists. Not even institutions. I'll call out one, Harvard. Some of you Some of you have been asked, right? Your answer is no. Christ does not have anything to do. This man is a maniac. And I'm going to be nameless and say, nay, nay, this is not how it is. And you think that you set history when you lie and you deceive. You and your greed are lies. Your greed is a lie, and you are a lie. Harvard, Princeton. I'm going to call out Princeton because Princeton no longer teaches the classical Greek because its students are too fucking simple to learn it. And what happens when you have simpleton students who can't learn Greek? They cut it out of the program. Morons. This is an old art I'm exercising in front of you today. And for those nameless members of Harvard who wouldn't step forward, I bring you now the Christ. The question is the Christ a drug? Why don't we look, people? Satanic congregation, watch this. Why don't we look at the oldest reference? Shall we just look at the oldest reference? Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's just go. It's no, it's one of the TLGs. Sorry, people. One of our computers died. Right. So now we're doing go left. Bring it over here. No, go to the go. I think it's on this end. Here we go. Here we go, people, right? Because we don't do this for money. Next, go next to that one. There's some Galen. Uh-oh. Look at what people are doing. Classicists right now. Let me introduce you to some ancient Greek. The first reference to Christing is to a drug. It's very oldest source that we have in Greek. Greek prime, the number one ground zero, baby. What is the Christing? It is the application of a deadly drug, a death-inducing drug. People, why did you bring that up there? Oh my God. People, it's in the Odyssey. Do you understand? Odysseus is out looking. He's looking for the drug with which he can Christ his arrows. Now, you classicists who don't read Homer, and trust me, there's a lot of classicists out there, and a lot of pissed off classicists who've watched classics go into the toilet in the last 50 years. Why? Why have we gone into the toilet? Because look, I'm schooling people at Harvard. Bring the Harvard faculty up. Look, people, I want you to realize that these people have names and faces. That these people who misrepresent and cannot read these texts, these people, they're real. And they're deceiving you. And they are making money off of the process. These are the people to whom the Brothalians plead. Please come give us your bodies that we will sell you. We will sell you. Bart Ehrman of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, is nothing more, nothing less than a prostitute. He is not a dragon. He does not guard these texts. He does not practice the art of ancient Greek. What a shame. What a shame. People, go back to the Homer. Here, let's show that top row of people. Look, big smiles. Nice. They seem like nice people. Let's show them some Greek people. Shall we show you some Greek, Harvard? Since you came out to Danny Jones and told him Christing has nothing to do with drugs. Let's go look at the first time it ever fucking appears. Go. Boom. Scroll down. Here, I'm going to have to do this. Scroll down. Scroll down. There we go. Right to this one. Look at number 5, people here, right? We had to cruise through the Christing and the Odyssey and the Iliad. And that's not all, people. That's not all. That's only the non-compounded form of Christing, right? I can bring up dozens more references: epi-Christing, in-Christing, peri-Christing, anti-Christing. Classics, you suck. Do you know what happens when your master stepped forward? I beat you in Europe. I beat you at Kumai. I humiliated you. Yale in Kumai from Galen. Do you know what my secret is, Satanic Congregation? If 10% of what remains is Galen and nobody reads Galen, guess what? That's 10% that you and I know everything about. Do you understand? Harvard. How much? Should we look up how much is the average? But before I show this, before I skewer every Harvard classical philologist, how much is the tuition for Harvard per year? Give me a tuition. I want to know what these people are paying. Let's see. What's the tuition at Harvard? Is it as much as one of the courses that are taught on myth vision? Is it one of North Carolina State's arms reaching out and teaching you? Oh my God, it's amazing. Through brothelry, people. That's right. It's a lot of how much? Just tell me, people. I can't see because the glare. 50 to 60. Holy mackerel. Yeah. 50 to 60. You're paying, how much do you have to pay your professors to lie to people? Bring up the Homer, people. Let me school you. I'm going to give everybody a free education. Are you ready? Harvard, you sit down and listen. North Carolina, sit down and listen. Your your departments are terrible, dude. Let me just skewer you all right now. Go back to the passage, Chewy. It's number 5. Did people see this? Yeah. What's the very first word up there, you boneheads? Drugs, right? What kind of pharmacon is he looking for? Odysseus is looking for a killer, right? A person killer, a person killing drugs, right? What's he gonna do with it? Look at the highlight, people. Classics, okay? Classics. Professors in classics at Harvard. People, here it is. Right? Now, people, I know something you don't know, and I'm going to go ahead and say this. I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. Dr. Carl Ruck took me to Harvard. We stood and looked at Harvard, and he had a forlorn, kind of sad look on his face. And I said, "What's wrong?" Glucomo, because that's what I call him. He said, "It's not what it used to be. It's quite sad." And that's the problem. Do you know what the problem with American education is? It sucks. The people who were supposed to be standing for the classics didn't. Your seminaries filled you up with the jism of foolery. And now you're incapable of even working with the language. You are pathetic. $50,000 fraud. This is fantastic. Danny, thank you for asking them. I appreciate it. I tried to get names from Danny, but he won't give them to me. Can you believe that? I understand. He's probably going to keep them private because he doesn't want to, it's his sources. I get that. But what cowardice, people. Let me finish cutting you down. Go back to the Odyssey, people. It's the oldest Greek we've got. Now, how did they teach Greek in antiquity? A hell of a lot better than they teach it today at Harvard. And let me tell you, in Princeton, they don't teach it at Princeton anymore because they can't, right? People, look at this passage, right? How did they teach Homer in antiquity? Oh, I just gave it away. How do they teach classics in antiquity? How do they teach Greek? How does your child growing up learn Homer, right? In their schooling. Homer is the teacher. He's the one who teaches ancient Greek to the little kiddies who are learning. Isn't that fantastic? Can you imagine this? Holy mackerel, their sixth graders were beyond our college students. Freaking amazing people. Watch what happens. Look at this line. Second line down. What is the first word? Use. What is it that he's Christing? He is Christing here a pharmacon on his arrows. On his arrows. The very first reference to Christing people in Greek literature, unbeknownst to Harvard and Princeton and University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. Do you see who's teaching you? The ignorant. People, let me give you an inside scoop. Go ahead and blow me up. Go ahead and blow me up. That was too much. That was too much. People, let me give you an inside scoop to classics. No classics professor in the last 100 years has done anything for any advancement of Western civilization. No, absolutely not. For example, give me the name. Give me the name of an ivory tower classicist that you know, and you're not going to be able. You're not going to be able to. You have not done your jobs, classics, since Thomas Jefferson. He's the last fucking one to do his job. I'm sorry for using the F-bomb so much, but it's a shame what you have done, modern classicists. Now, modern classicists, I'm going to tell these people, there are certain things you don't know. Modern classicists do not read Galen. Galen is 10% of everything they've got. So they're automatically going to be 10% deficient. Okay. On top of that, they don't read any of the other medical authors. So they have no concept about anything, all the tech, none of that stuff. Modern classicists don't do that. You know what modern classicists do? Go check out what their national meetings are all about. Go check them out. America, Canada, Europe. Check them out. Look at the paper topics that they come up with. Okay. These are the people who are supposed to be the guardians of our civilization. And they cannot do the basics. Bart Ehrman is the first to fall. But with him, he takes classics. He takes classics. Okay. Chewy, what's that? We got some comments. Fantastic. Good. What do people think? I hate this not being able to see the monitor. We're gonna have to do something. Make me small, Chewy, and I want you to bring up people. I want to take you for a little walk. Here, turn it towards me so I can see what's going on. There we go. Now, go ahead and give me that one. No, this one. No, one of the Galen. Oh, there it was, last one. People, take a look. I need to be able to see it. Take a look. Honestly, the shortcut that all of these people need, all of these professors need in classics that they have available is the TLG, right? Just start looking, people. I just want you to consider, what is the first substance? Can people see me? What is the first substance that is Christed? Now, if I were to ask a Bible scholar that, you can see they would be like, huh? And if I were to ask a Harvard classics department faculty member to explain to me the drug that's being used in the Christing, you can see, according to Danny, that they would say that doesn't happen, right? So something's wrong. Something's very definitely wrong. If you just use this word search, right? The TLG, it's all the database that we've got for the Greek, right? The ancient Greek. Now, if you just plug in searches for Christings, in Christings, perichristings, right? All of them. You're going to start to notice the drugs or certain types of drugs that are being Christed. One of the oldest examples that we have, one of the oldest examples of Christings that we have is Aphrodite being Christed. Okay, Aphrodite being Christed, and people are, they want to know, what is it, sex drugs again? What kind of drugs is it, right? What substances? Well, in the oldest Greek that we've got, it says ambrosia, right? Here, bring that, don't confuse. Go back. Go, there you go. The oldest thing that they're talking about Christing is ambrosia. Ambrosia, people. Here, now make me big for a minute, and then we'll go back. Ambrosia. Christing with ambrosia. Oh God, it makes me kind of. She Christed herself with ambrosia. Do you know where she Christed herself? Yeah. Oh, you classicists, you missed out, didn't you? You prudes, you missed out. What is ambrosia, by the way? And can I have some? It's a food. She is Christing herself with the communion that I am going to eat. Why am I going to eat the ambrosia? Because the ambrosia makes me a god. The ambrosia makes me a god. Do you understand? Now, what the hell is ambrosia? Bring up the Galen. Bring up the Galen. I'm going to show you classics. You people don't know this. Just like the monists didn't know what a Christ was, and they're walking around worshiping one. The classicists don't know what ambrosia is. They don't know. You're sitting there, you classicist in your Harvard office. You got nothing better to do. Right? All your books and shit, they're worthless. You don't even know what ambrosia is. How do I know that? Because I know you've never read Galen. Bring up the Galen. There it is. Can you blow it up so I can see it? People, I want you to look what's highlighted. The first word in that first passage. This is from the De Locis Effectis, right? What is the first word in yellow? Ambrosian. Ambrosian te kai athanasian kai theriakein. What is he talking about? Look before the yellow. You heard there in the yellow, you heard the theriac, right? Satanic Congregation knows what the theriac is, right? What are we talking about? Look right before the yellow. You see the Greek word antidoton, antidote. Danny was throwing this around like a hand grenade. Right? Fantastic. Here it is. What are we talking about in Galen? An antidote. A theriac. A theriac. Something that confers immortality. That's what they call it. They call it the theriac of immortality. Ambrosia. You didn't even know what that is, classicists. Barry Powell, you've been teaching. I have a shit ton of respect for Barry Powell, University of Wisconsin. You've been teaching for years. You didn't know that. Why? Because you didn't read Galen. You didn't read 10% of your sources. My God, man, if we had an astrophysicist and said, look, your equations are good, but they're 10% wrong. Right? You're 10% off. Jesus, how far could you imagine people? If maybe that's what they did, man. Did they calculate that when they were trying to send that space capsule back from the moon to the Earth? Did they calculate that orbit correctly? Nah, they were 10% off. That doesn't cut it, people. That's not science. Can you imagine? Harvard Classics is 10% off. Bring up the Galen again. Let's show them what the ambrosia is, people. Do you see what the ambrosia is? Okay, all of you classicists, read that right now. Do you want to know about the drugs in antiquity? I had to argue a dozen years ago. I had to argue in a book outside of academia in the largest press on the continent now, Macmillan. I had to tell people they use drugs in antiquity because of these morons at Harvard University and Princeton and everywhere else. Do you understand? Who now can't even tell Danny, hey, you know what? You know what? This guy is wrong. And my name is, right? They don't dare do that, right? They're going to watch what is happening to Bart. Did you see his students writing to him? Did you see him writing in the comments? It's okay. No, it's not okay. We want reality. The texts give us reality. These teachers are sellers. They're lacei, and they are your fleecers. They're the ones who are taking you people. $50,000 a time. How much is your course, Bart? What's the price of your greed? Your greed stains your soul with a stench of ruin. You don't realize that's classical, but it is. It is. Yeah. Fantastic. Go back. Let's go to the first one. I think it's one of these. Oh, actually, let's go here. People, look at this. Whoops, here, first one. Boom. People, in this little segment that Bart plays, should we take it again back to 53:45-ish? 53:30, somewhere in that range. And people, I want you to see something that's happening before you that you may not see if you don't have eyes. Do you understand? Just go ahead, Chewy, play it. Oh, you go. Yep. No. Yeah. Go ahead.
To be rubbed on, used as ointment or salve. Anointed. Messiah.
If you go
Euripides. Oh wow, look at that. Euripides is right there.
So click on Euripides.
Okay. Euripides.
Oh, there's Christos. Whether no, that's the case. Phaedra. Yeah, there it is.
Phaedra?
Yeah, where it says whether it is the anointment or the drug drink.
Drug drink.
Yeah, whether anointment or drug drink. In other words, the poisonous drink or the anointment.
So is it used as a drug term here?
No.
Can we give it credit for being here?
No, because it says the
or drug drink.
I'd have to read the context, but it looks like it's contrasting the thing that it'd be anointed on or the thing being drunk.
Okay. I'd have to read the context. Knock, knock, knock. Dr. Ehrman, the context is sitting right in front of you on the screen. If you just look at it and read it right there, dude, seriously, this guy should have just stopped, right? If he were at a conference or something, dude, what would you do? You would just stop and you would read the passage, right? If you're going to do something like that, right? People, it will make you nervous to be given something that you didn't have, any access to prep before, right? But that's part of the deal, dude. So what should he have done? He should have taken this entire passage. He should have read it over, and he should have said, "Oh, yes, in fact, it is a Christing of the Christ here is a drug." Right? But he didn't. He didn't. In the paragraph immediately preceding this, bring it in, Chewy, again, so I can see it. Go to, no, it's there. This is the nurse's speech, people. This is the nurse's speech. And look at the third line down. Estin katoikos filtra moitelcteria erotos. I have a drug in the house. It's a filter that is a thing that changes your perception, right? What is a thelcteria? It's something that bamboozles the mind. Classicists in the 1800s translated this as charm, very famously as charm, right? Thelgo, to charm somebody, right? What kind of mental charm is this? It's a charm of eros. It is a sex drug. And Phaedra needs it to use on Hippolytus. Do you understand? So the context was sitting there right before him. Why he didn't just look at that and read it, I don't know. By the way, at the bottom here, she says, "Dei de execenu." From this guy, it's going to be necessary for us to take some sort of semeon. And if you understand that sign there, you understand the witchcraft, the sorcery, the medicine, all coming together. She says, you take these two, and from them you make one charis. People, something that you, if he had been reading this, he probably would have shocked himself and pooped his little North Carolina pants there. But look at the last word in the line, charen. People, grace and Christing are intimately connected. The earliest Christings in Homer and the Homeric hymns connect Christing with charis. What you and I translate as grace. Do you know what's between Aphrodite's legs? Pure communal grace. Literally, people. Literally. If he had been able to read any of this, he would have been able to answer himself there and say, hey, now we're not here for Bart though today. We're here for those Harvard morons. People, do you actually read Greek anymore? Is it part of your deal? Right? Or did you give up? Like Princeton, all you Princetonites. If I were in the Princeton classics department right now, I would be embarrassed. I would walk around with a bag on my head. We'll call it the Princeton bag of shame. I would walk around with a bag on my head because you can't read this stuff. And people, you realize I'm putting this Greek right up there. They can't read this. What is the oldest discipline on the planet? Would you believe me if I told you it's classical Greek? Yeah, Greek philology started it all, people. Yeah. Don't bring your weak Harvard BS to Danny and say, oh, no, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Danny Jones, I just showed you the oldest passage, that Homer. That's the oldest Christing we've got. First reference to Christing in any of Greek literature. And it's Odysseus. And he's Christing his arrows with poisons. Okay. Mr. Ehrman. Dr. Ehrman, Professor Ehrman says this is an impossibility. No, Christing is not a drug. Danny Jones, everywhere the Christing is a drug. Welcome to the real. Classics, you just got owned. Now, there's a couple other things. Go to this third one. People, look. What did I do in this search? Oh, Chewy. Look, Chewy. It's not as easy as you think, is it? No. Blow this up. Go on the little pad now. Can you blow it? That's it? Oh, God. Then get that blue stuff off there. Oh, there we go. All right. People, I want you to look at this. Look at in the highlighted areas. This is Pindar. What kind of search did I do here? What kind of search? I was looking for Christing and drug. Just put together the roots for Christ and drug. Right? Now, all of these scholars from Harvard who didn't have the brains to do this type of research, you're welcome. And I know you dogs. I know it'll be another couple of years and you'll start publishing this kind of material. You'll make some money off it, maybe get it your tenure. I know that's how it works, baby. You guys are shameless that way, right? You guys are shameless. Just wasn't. It just isn't what it used to be. Oh God! Last decent classicists were the Germans in the 1930s, right? Right? They were. I'm serious. And before that, it was the Brits in the 1850s. Yeah. Yeah. American classicists. What mark did you make on the planet? Nada. You know why? Because you were satisfied with bullshit. Bullshit instead of doing the work. God, look at this Pindar, people. Blow that up. Pindar, people. Okay, well, if you combine the root for drugs and drug making and Christ, you get Pindar. Look, people, it's Pythian Ode 4. And guess who Pythian Ode 4 is about? It's about Medea, you morons. Oh, God. You classicists, you sucked and missed the boat. There's some more people. Aeschylus, hey, for all you classicists at Harvard who do tragedy, you guys missed the boat too. It's in Aeschylus, you dumbasses. Look at this, Aeschylus. There's the Euripides, or it's a Euripides, right? Oh, look at this, Chrysopharmakos. What are you going to do? You're going to Christ with drugs. That's in Euripides' Medea. Wait a minute, Bart Ehrman, you said in the interview with Danny that you read Medea. And you didn't know that Christ, look, the people, do you see how bad this is getting? Do you see how bad? The very texts show themselves that the guardians of this knowledge are frauds. And I am the dragon who is defending these sources and slaying the frauds. Whether it's a myth vision, whether it's informant, whether it's a Dr. Bart Ehrman, a first class man. Lies, dishonor. Why? Because your greed stains your souls with the stench of ruin. Congregation, we have a great heritage. Do you understand? These texts belong to us. They don't belong to Harvard. They don't belong to Princeton. They don't belong to North Carolina. They don't belong to Dallas Theological Seminary. Darrell Bach, I'm talking to you, master of New Testament. Danny asked you to come and talk to me, and you wouldn't because you were afraid. I've got Jesus Christ. I've got him right here. When are you chicken shit's gonna do anything about it? Thank you for coming today, congregation. Thank you for coming today, congregation. It's been an honor. Hail Satan.
Lovely Diana, reign with magic, death inducer. Darkest dreams come true, kisses for you. Her arrows darken the sky, a flight of ravens flying through. Ophir harp, dark lord melody shining through. Death inducer, raining blood, bite your lip. Bellissima in the vampire dress, cracking leather whips. Reign with your magic. Hail Satan, spells of Lucifer. Hail Satan, Catherine of the wheel. Hail Satan, the lake of fire is clear. Sing the muse. Reign with magic, death inducer. Darkest dreams come true, kisses for you. Goat head soup, it's magic. You can have a giant rubber devil in a tight dress, whiplash. Do androids dream of electric sheep? Mr. Sandman with the hot purple anointing cream, it knocks him out. The drugs weigh a ton. Snow blonde, do your makeup. Girl, be my private dancer. Hecate says I'm her main squeeze. Lucifer, the light bearer. Myrtle of Venus.